everybody, and this is Green Rush Revolution. And today I have Angela Fredrickson here, new entrepreneur into the cannabis industry, interested in starting her own business here. And so, tell me a little bit about yourself and kind of your background and what brought you to cannabis.
Yes, absolutely. So I have been in the medical device space for about 20 years. I started my career, I was really a kid. I kind of found this career in medical device, and I went immediately into compliance. So I started out my career as a quality professional, moved into regulatory, essentially helping companies obtain and maintain market authorizations throughout the world. So I've worked for a number of different medical device manufacturers, global companies, more products than I can even name. And so I've been thinking a lot about the green rush, if you will, and how my skill set might be able to transfer into this space and add some value.
Yeah.
So it's been it's an exciting opportunity. So my husband and I decided to come here. We thought, let's come and see what's happening in industry. Let's understand who are some of the players, what are some of the topics.
Which is education.
Education.
Right.
We're here for education.
And so speaking of education, we are here at the Cannabis Conference here in Las Vegas, one of the first biggest cannabis conference since COVID hit. And so it's exciting to see new entrepreneurs come out and really just stake out this education in terms of their new paradigm in terms of the cannabis industry. So quality control and quality assurance, very important part of this industry. I mean, so where do you see yourself playing in the supply chain? Is it cultivation? Is it manufacturing? Is it dispensary? Like, where do you see yourself?
I mean, I feel like the world is my oyster right now.
That's what it's like.
So I'm in a really good space in the sense that I haven't narrowed in on anything. So what I'm really looking to understand is where can I add the most value? Obviously, you can't boil the ocean. So I think understanding where my particular skill set would be most value add in the quickest way possible is going to be ideal for me. So when I think about it, immediately I'm drawn to the processing side of the supply chain.
I could see that.
And part of that is, although I have a significant amount of experience working with regulators directly, creating product applications, doing those sorts of things, I think that a lot of organizations really struggle to understand how to set up systems that allow them to effectively and efficiently maintain compliance.
Right.
And I've watched this happen throughout my experience in med device for years, right? I've worked at small startups, 40 people. I've worked at companies that have 20,000 people.
Right.
And so there's a really significant learning curve that you have to work through to become efficient at being compliant. And although right now everyone's trying to figure out how to break into the space, what's going to become really important is as all of that gets mapped out, people are going to need to figure out how to maintain their compliance.
Maintain compliance in our operations. Oh, absolutely.
So it's not enough to just get the license. You need to know how to maintain that license.
Yeah, well, we're talking about not only maintaining operations, but the facility, right? Product integrity, which is probably the most important because the consumers are receiving this product, right? So I think your position would be invaluable in this area because there's a lack thereof, right? I mean, there's a lot of great folks out there, and there are a lot of great people doing great things, but we need more of this, right? Because the consumers need to be protected, right?
And that's exactly it. In the medical device space, it's all very well defined.
Sure.
We know who the regulators are. We know who's watching things. We understand exactly what processes and what mechanisms we need to use to help protect the consumers and the patients, right? Where we are in terms of cannabis, I think, is that people have really good intentions, but they're also learning. They're learning. But there are other industries who've been doing this.
That's what I mean. It's like already been done.
Leverage it.
Let's
leverage what.
Perfect.
Let's leverage good practices. Let's leverage, industry best practices. Let's leverage all of these things. Bring them over. Use that experience to help drive, if you will, a greater degree of consumer confidence.
Correct. That's amazing.
Just key.
That's amazing. Well, Angela, thank you so much for attending the show. Thank you very much. You have a great conference.
Thanks.
All right.